Okay, hello everyone. This evening we're going to do some hamburger steaks. So I have just took some 80-20 ground beef. I have shaped it out into patties and put it in the skillet. It's coming up to temp. I did not add anything in there. The less you handle your meat, the more tender and the more juicier it will be. So I'm going to season mine with salt, pepper, and accent. That's the only thing I'm going to put on this. Sometimes simple is better. Okay, so these steaks, I have them cooking low and slow because I have them so all through the steak. I take my fingers and I mash the center. So I'm going to mash it down. That's going to help it cook faster. And that's going to make sure that the middle part is done. All right, these are frying slow. I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. We might come back and flip them back. But keep in mind, we're going to put gravy and let them simmer in the gravy. I just like to cook it slow to make sure they're done before we make the gravy. So we're going to continue to cook these on medium heat. I'm going to add some flour in here. And keep in mind, however long you brine your flour, that's going to be the color of your gravy. You do need to get it brown some. That's your flavoring also. But while this is taking its time and browning, I like onions in my gravy. I'm also going to add some onion. You got to stay right by this. It can go from browning to burning real quick. So keep an eye on it. Can't leave out the kitchen while you're making gravy. I'm going to add in about 3 tablespoons of, well, maybe, 3 tablespoons of chicken base or beef base. That's just another added level of flavor. Also, I'm going to start adding water. Stir this in slowly. You stir it as you add the water so your gravy won't lump up. So now we're going to keep stirring this and let it come back up to a simmer so we can see how thick it is. At this time, this would be when you adjust your seasonings. I have tasted this. It doesn't have quite enough salt, but I like to use celery salt when I'm making gravy. So I'm just going to start off with celery salt. And then if it needs anything else in it, I'm going to add Tony's. I think when this comes to a boil, it's going to be at the right consistency. So I'm going to add my hamburger steaks back in at this time and let them simmer in that gravy also. And just remember, always taste your food. Before you serve it, taste your food. You can adjust your salt level. Only put a little bit at a time. You can always add more. You can't take it out. So a little bit at a time till you get it where it needs to be. So I'm going to let this simmer. Just leave it on low. Let it simmer for about 10 minutes so the flavors can all marinate in there together. And we'll be back. So there you have it. Hamburger steak and gravy. Made easy. I simmered this until the onions were tender. If you don't like onions in your gravy and like the flavor, you can use onion powder. Just season it your way and make it yours. Try this and you can thank me later.